Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. In today's video, we will be looking at a comparison between Big Ramy at the 2013 New York Pro, which was actually his pro debut, and he won, versus his second Mr. Olympia win in 2021. Now, these pictures are sized correctly, guys, but the pictures taken from the 2013 New York Pro are taken from a different angle, so it looks a little odd. And as always, if you guys are enjoying the content over here, guys, hit that like button and drop a sub to the channel. So taking a look at this front double bicep comparison, and the first thing that jumps out to me, guys, is the polish, the muscle maturity, and just how his body has improved over time. The detail in the quads is incredible. And overall, in all honesty, Ramy just seems to be bigger and better in 2021, most notably just in the polish and the muscle maturity. And it isn't as crazy as the Phil Heath transformation was, guys, because Ramy was honestly already pretty huge at his first showing, as you guys can see here. And taking a look at this front lat spread pose, the first thing that jumps out to me once again is the quads, guys, the detail. It's like he has a different quad detail makeup almost. In 2013, the quads were separated a lot more up into the hip, but he didn't really have the dense compactness in the quads he has now. His quads may have looked a little better in 2013. I feel like they may have been a little bit more proportionate to his physique. And in 2021, the chest, the shoulders, all bigger. Big Ramy is even wider than what he was back then. And I can see in 2013 seems like he had a little bit of gain, though, as I said, which is something a lot of guys deal with early in their career. Lat for lat, though, guys, 2013 is destroying 2021, almost Dorian-esque in those 2013 lats. And there's something a lot of people talk about in these comparisons. I've noticed the lat insertions of Big Ramy disappearing over the years. Now, taking a look at this side chest pose, the side leg and the chest jump out to me immediately. Look at the detail in the hamstring glute tie-in, guys. I don't even know what some of those muscles are that Big Ramy has in his side leg. In 2013, keep in mind, guys, this is Big Ramy's pro debut, and he also won the New York Pro, beating out Victor Martinez in 2013. Incredible package, but this pose has improved over time. And even this 2013 pose would still be pretty hard to beat on a pro stage today. But this 2021 version of Big Ramy, it's going to be very hard for anyone to beat this side chest pose in bodybuilding history. Now, taking a look at the back double bicep pose, and this is what I was saying, guys. You guys can see here, Big Ramy wasn't as wide as he is now. Definitely, you can see from the back, he's put on a lot of size, actually, guys. Big Ramy's pretty conditioned here in 2013. I wonder why the years after that, it was a lot harder for him to get into shape. But anyway, back to the lower lat insertions, guys. His lat insertions were a lot more prominent and a lot lower than what they are now. As you guys can see here, it looks like his lats are very highly inserted, but in 2013, they looked incredible. But overall, Ramy looks bigger and better. Honestly, feel like he had more separation and more detail in his glutes and hamstrings when he was smaller. And that's something I said about a lot of guys. If they were able to downsize a little bit, I think they'll be able to get a lot more detail in their legs, like maybe a Hassan Mustafa. And taking a look at the rear lat spread pose, a lot of the same thing, guys. Look at the detail in the lower half. Imagine if Big Ramy had this detail now. Now, it isn't bad. I'm not even sure what it is. I just much more prefer the lower half in 2013. And he's bending forward like Ronnie Coleman does in the rear lat spread in 2013. So it's a different execution. But I like the 2021 execution a lot better because Ramy is just so wide, man. And we just take a look at the amount of space that his back takes up. Incredible, guys, incredible. Now, we actually don't have a side tricep pose because I couldn't find one from 2013. So we're going to take a look at the ab and thigh shot and finish up with the most muscular. So the first thing that I noticed in this shot is his waist seems a lot wider than what it is in 2013. But honestly, Ramy isn't executing this the same. In 2013, he's standing a lot straighter. And in 2021, he's crunching down a lot, which could possibly be hurting that. But his lats are a lot wider and his V-taper is a lot better in 2021. Also, the quads, guys. The quads seem to be a lot more separated here. But I honestly think there was just lack of muscle maturity from Big Ramy in 2013. And finishing up here with the most muscular, guys, almost the same thing. You can't see much separation in the quads here, but earlier in the comparison, we was taking a look at the front double and the front lat spread. 2013 seems like the quads were almost more separated all the way up to the hip. But honestly, guys, as I said from the start of this comparison, I think the biggest thing for Big Ramy is getting that muscle maturity over time and just developing that look, guys. His skin just looks completely different now. His skin is a lot thinner than what it was back then. I guess like a lot of people said, in 2013 he had a lot of that young muscle, but in the way of a comparison, guys, 2021 is just completely destroying the 2013 version and is most muscular. Look at the delts, guys. Like, look at the delts. The improvements on the delts, incredible, guys. Arm for arm, arms are bigger, not too drastic, and quad for quad, a lot more separated. But granted, guys, I believe that Ramy just wasn't sitting or posing on his quads as good, because earlier in the comparison they were separated. But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, man. If you haven't done so already, like the video, sub to the channel. It's free. I'm out.